Hey guys, today we are comparing and ordering decimals. So if I take a look at the first question given, it tells us to place a point on the number line to show the location of each number. So I have the first point, which is 92 hundredths, the second point, which is 58 hundredths, and the third point, which is 34 hundredths. So when I go to plot that first point, which is 92 hundredths, I know that that is between 9/10 and 1 whole, but it's closer to 9/10. So I'm going to put a dot right there and label that as 92 hundredths. When I go to plot the point for 58 hundredths, I know that that is between 5/10 and 6/10, but it's closer to 6/10. So I'll plot my point right there and label it with 58 hundredths. And my last number, which is 34 hundredths, I know falls between 3/10 and 4/10. And it's almost in the middle because it's really close to 35 hundredths. So I'm going to go to the middle and then just move a little to the left. And then I will label that 34 hundredths. So now that I have labeled all of my points on my number line, I want to shade each grid to represent the numbers that I located. So they gave us 3 hundredths grids. And the first number that we plotted, we want to represent the numbers in order from least to greatest. So the first number that came up was 34 hundredths, which when I go to shade it, I would shade 3 rods and 4 units. The next number is 58 hundredths. And again, I'm going to shade 5 rods and 8 units. And lastly, I'm going to shade for 92 hundredths, that is 9 rods and 2 units. So I can see not only on my number line, but also in my base 10 shading, that 34 hundredths is the smallest decimal and 92 hundredths is the greatest decimal. So now when I look at number 3, I want to shade each model to represent each given decimal number, and then we're going to circle the greatest number. So the first decimal is 62 hundredths. So when I shade that, that is 6 rods and 2 units. Next I have 8/10, which is 8 rods and then last I have 23 hundredths, which is 2 rods and 3 units. So again, just looking at my base 10 representation, my greatest number is 8/10.